Monkey's Emporium, the coolest vintage toy shop in the universe! Monkeys!
Good evening! Monkey's Toy Auction is Sunday. God bless all the mums out there and all the mother lovers. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monkey's Toy Auction. Should we bring a main man in? Here he is, here he is, here he is. Good evening, Mr. Bear!
Hey. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there and all the mother lovers, like you said. Hope everyone's well. Should we get in the main man?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend. He's legend, isn't he? Like,
yeah.
YouTube. If you haven't watched one of his, do you know, even my dad knows who Tom is because he goes on YouTube and obviously like suggests stuff and his videos have come up and he's watched Tom do all sorts of stuff. There, gentlemen, Mr. Tom Pizarro. Good evening!
Evening, gents. Evening.
How you doing, bro?
All good.
I said before that when you came on earlier, I said you're looking slick. You're looking.
I've had a few sleeps today, so I'm raring to go.
Which is a good job because, lo and behold, I'm always surprised. We do this every week, and lo and behold, there's more people.
Hey, evening, Pete.
Good evening. I love this one. Such a good name.
Obi Rob Kenobi. How you doing, mate?
Happy Mother's Day to all the mums.
Yeah, that's the auctioneer saying good evening. Good evening.
Oh, there's a legend, Dan.
Mr. Dan.
Super nerd.
Evening.
How you doing, mate? Lee. Brad, how you doing, bro?
Evening, Brad.
Dude, they love you, Tom. They love you, but there's loads of people.
It's you, mate. They're here to see you, mate.
No, man. Sue, Matt.
Matt, how you doing?
Evening, Matt. Mate.
Aaron.
Badger.
Mark. He was selling amazing stuff again this week on Facebook. It's ridiculous. Brad. Who can play at that? That's a good name.
How you doing?
John Sam. See, all the crew.
Hopefully Pete had fun this week. He was at the Neighbours Convention.
I shouldn't do it. I'm gonna do some of the comments straight away. I don't normally, but that's such a good comment.
I try.
Has he got the money though?
No, definitely not.
Troy, how you doing, mate? How you doing, darling?
Yeah. Good evening, Sue.
Sarah.
Look, them from all. See it?
How you doing, mate?
Good evening.
Evening.
I'm going to do a trip to America to go and see him one time, Tom. I'm hoping he'll take me to Japan.
You won't want to come back.
Well, as long as I take the dog and Samantha, I'll be happy. That applies with Japan as well. So if you can fit in your suitcase, that's brilliant. Right, we're nearly there.
I'd have to go to Atlantic City and just laugh at the downgraded Vegas.
We sending him love as well because they've been away for a week and they're all ill. God bless them. Right, okay, Chris.
Evening, Chris.
Evening, Chris. Lee.
Troy. We've
No
also
worries, mate.
I think Farpoint are on in April as well, by the way, and they're auctioning stuff off from America, which would be cool. Right, Troy, we love you. What's that? They all talking. Duncan's in. I thought he died. I thought you died, Duncan. God bless you. I hope you're all right. I hope you're right. Right, good evening. Like, if you don't know how this works, it's an auction. It's very simple. You're going to comment on whatever we are putting up as a lot. We've got a few different lots on tonight. Check out, watch it fully if you can. Make sure it's do the sound down so you just see what you're buying. And yeah, highest bidder wins. So you don't mess with the auctioneer, don't let bid less than £1, all that type of stuff. Right, ladies and gentlemen, because he's in and he's brilliant and I just love watching him. Ladies and gentlemen, first up received in the legend is Mr. Tom Pizarro. Let's get him a big screen. Come on.
Put me in. Star Wars, yeah? Star
Yeah,
Wars.
man, let's do it.
Let's go straight in. Let's go straight in with it. Well, hold up. There's quite a lot here. Hold on. Let me get the bigger bits first. The more lower end bits. So
good luck.
We've got 6 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 Star Wars items. So first off, we have got an Episode 1 Tiger, Electronics, Trade Federation Battleship, Yo-Yo, I think it is. Yo-Yo. Is it a Yo-Yo?
Yo-Yo. Yeah.
It is a Yo-Yo, ain't it?
Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo. And it lights up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to probably be what? I don't know what year, I can't see, but
1999.
Menace. Yeah, man.
It'll be on there somewhere, yeah. So we got that.
24 years ago.
Yeah, man.
I know.
24 years old.
That's classed as vintage now. It's classed as vintage. And then we've got a Star Wars Hasbro double pack with Boba Fett and a Stormtrooper. Everyone's got enough Boba.
Pack, really. If you're going to have 2 figures.
Wait, how old is that then? I was about 2004.
Nah, I'd 10 to that.
2014.
I can't see. No, there's no date on it.
There's still like 8 years of age on that. Like, see,
it's Rebels. I don't know if it is definitely 2014, but it's for the Rebels line, which that's where they first started doing 5 POA again, and that's why they double packed them, because people were moaning because they've gone from super articulation to 5 POA. You know, back to the vintage style, but you couldn't have a better 2-pack unless it had Vader in it. The Stormtroopers are great, and we've got, talking of mother chuckers,
Mr. Samuel Jackson,
chucker.
Mace Windu.
Funster.
Is this the 50th anniversary? Is that what that is? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 50th anniversary one. Black Series.
I mean, it's got nice.
It's a great sculpt. This photo realistic face on it. If you look at the face, it's amazing. Like, for a modern toy, if you want Samuel Jackson, it's a quality figure.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
It's just mad to think they've gone. That's vintage now. That's why they redid that packaging, going from 1999 to that new packaging. But what we're selling.
We've got these, and these are pretty cool because I'm obviously I'm off to here soon. So we've got some Takara, Japanese. They're like metal. I want to say they're like quite light metal vehicles. Yeah, they're quite light. They're not super heavy, but we've actually got 2 Falcons. And you can actually see the price on one of these is obviously in yen. From Japan, and then an X-Wing Starfighter as well.
Where do you get them from?
I didn't get them from Japan because I ain't been there yet. So
no, I'm wondering. The unusual. It's unusual to see how type. Like, it is unusual. Where they're valuable, I haven't got a clue. Sorry, nearly swan. But
what I love about the logo on it is it looks so Lego.
Yeah, man, it looks really Lego.
Yeah.
And they look like a die cast back from like the vintage die cast, but they're not, are they? They're like smaller.
Yeah, cool.
No,
That's
they
got,
are cool,
that's
though.
got wheels on it as well.
Yeah,
They got wheels on it. That one.
Oh, they got wheels. Wicked.
Mm.
I
Can't
love
beat
it.
the old Japanese writing. Anything with Japanese writing is all pretty cool, ain't it? So
Yeah, and it does look like Lego, that logo.
a nice random little lot there.
Right, let's put a bit of screen sharing on here in a minute so the good people at home can see what they are bidding on. There you go, my darlings.
Up and running.
Oh, they're off. They're bidding.
There we go. Not the best picture in the world, but it's
I'll
there.
be honest with you, Tom. You have done better photography.
That was Vic. Vic was like, "Get it to me. Get it to Johnny by Friday."
For everybody at home, right? You obviously know that me and Vic, we kind of organise, but everything's a bit last minute.
We also run lastminute.com.
Yeah, and Tom was just like, I am available Sunday. Like, I'm not saying that he's available all the time. It was a bit of luck, really. But yeah,
we're hoping to get Tom to return after the Japan trip. So we're going to try and get him on with a special guest that we got in mind. We've just got to try and book this guy in.
I might even have some goodies from Japan that I can auction off.
Can you buy 2 pieces, like especially for the auction?
Especially, yeah.
And then if you film me buy it, I'll show it during the auction. And how cool is that?
Any theme in particular? I suppose if it's Japan, it's got to be kaiju related, ain't it? I guess.
Or even
Godzilla,
like
Ultraman.
Yeah, man, Godzilla, because Vic loves it. Vic loves it. You love it, and we get very little on the show. Like it's not some. I don't think we've ever had a Godzilla lot.
We have, but it's been modern Godzilla, US Godzilla. It hasn't been a Japanese Godzilla.
Even if it looks really crap, Tom, you know what I mean? The stuff we like a really dodgy Godzilla. I mean,
you mean like this little one here?
Oh, that's too cute, that isn't it? That's too cute.
I'm sure I can rustle something up. Seeing as I'm going to be bringing 4 suitcases back, I'm sure there'll be a couple of kaiju I can slip onto the show when I come back in May.
I might have to take that week off, but yeah.
Well, right, they're nearly done with this. It's fine, they're on it. They know exactly what they know. They're cool. They get it.
Boba Fett, mate. That's what you got to say.
Can I put you on big screen? And could you just show us what's behind you, please, Tom?
Of course you can. Yeah. Do you want me to move? Do you want a little tour?
Well, yeah. If you can, we got a minute or two to have a little peruse, and we Vic.
Oh, look at that! Ray Harryhausen film.
The Sinbad look. Those skeletons are wicked. Thunder. I love the thunder stuff. See, look how beautiful that is, chaps.
It's everywhere. Look.
I love it.
Can't get away from it. Everywhere you go.
Look, big gremlin.
My cave.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is why Tom Pizarro is always smiling.
One of the reasons.
One of the reasons. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. One of the reasons. So what do you? I reckon this lot's got to be worth 30 quid. 30 quid, 40 quid. I don't know. What do you think, Vic?
I know the retail on them Takara when they come out was in the UK about 15 quid, like in one of your uptown shops when they come out. Now they're not available anymore. The Mace Windu probably 15 quid. The double pack would be a score. The yo-yo £5 to £10.
I think you're looking at about 40 to 50 retail. Yeah. I reckon. So someone's going to get a bargain.
Yeah, we expect a bargain.
That's why we do it. I mean, you give up. Everybody gives up an hour of their life on a Sunday night to have a bit of fun. There's a few people watching on YouTube. There's a couple of people watching on Facebook, and everybody has a lovely time. We hope. I think. How are we doing?
That's what we're here for. We're here to help the community.
Yeah,
I think have a little waffle about it as well. So
exactly.
About Star Wars diecasts from Japan. with logos that look like Lego. I love it. I love it. Where else is that?
Well, I'll be honest, I bought some of them when I first saw them, Johnny, because one, I still loved Star Wars at the time, and two, obviously, that like Tom, I see a bit of Japanese characters on a box, I get excited. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? So I've actually got a couple of those in the collection somewhere. That's why I know.
Obviously not a Star Wars collector, so otherwise, yeah, definitely. Although I do have one Star Wars figure now. I have one Star Wars figure in my collection, randomly.
Oh, okay.
I thought let me show you. He's not vintage, mind you, but
I'm trying to think.
Is it going to be a Mandalorian? Is it going to be a Mandalorian?
Yeah.
And have we got a baby? Have we got a baby Grogu to go with it?
I haven't. No, I do really like the show though. I like the Star Wars movie. You don't know that. I'm just not I just never got into the toys. Obviously, I never really grew up with them in the 80s or anything, so I haven't got that nostalgic attachment to them like I have with some of the other lines, Masters of the Universe, Thundercats, Dungeons and Dragons, Jurassic Park and stuff. So I do like it. And that was a bargain. That was £5 in game, and it's a really nice figure. So I thought, why not? Let's change the scenery a little bit. Have one Star Wars figure, one in the collection.
What?
Just the one.
I think he's cool.
Yeah, no, it is. Have you been watching it? Obviously, the new series is out, ain't it? So
definitely, we've watched the first three. The auctioneer was miffed that they weren't. It's clever in it because me and Vic say it all the time, and I think we've talked about it, you and me, Tom. It's that country and western sort of Star Wars is like cowboys and Indians in space, innit? And Mandalorians, that's perfect, innit? Like there's a shootout, and then like there's a cute little thing, and then there's a woman who's a person's a damsel in distress, whether it be a woman, a man, a Yoda looking thing. With that, we close. Someone's got a bargain. Tom, you'll never come on here again. God bless you. 16 quid to Chris Lee!
Well done, Chris.
Bargain.
Mate. Well done.
Bargain.
I know that's a bargain because I've lost money on that.
Yeah. I was going to say, I give him a tenner for the yo-yo. Right.
Yeah. They've done well there. They've done well.
They've done really well.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
I'm sorry, Tom. I know his next lot, which is mighty sexy.
It's very sexy.
At the end. Troy, don't go anywhere. You're going to love it. And Chris is saying, thanks very much.
Is it you or me? You or me?
Can I do next? Because without being rude, I think your turtle lot is lovely.
I love this next lot.
Should we do this one?
That doesn't surprise a lot of people who know me, I suppose. No, go for it, yeah.
In one.
Look at you with your display case.
Yeah, man, because I got told off, didn't I, for dropping stuff. I got told off for dropping stuff. So then I was like, oh, I'll put in a case in. Right, car.
General Lee.
Called the General Lee from a TV show in the 70s. Very good.
Dukes of Hazzard.
And then I think it's a post off American UPS van that's been sprayed up black with a red stripe. It's very cool. Very cool indeed.
You're treading on precious ground here, Johnny. And
come on, then you tell him.
I know Dan's going to be very upset.
I looked at it and I was like, at first when they arrived, I thought they were vintage, but they're not. But they're very cool. Like they are cool.
Oh, they don't have to be vintage. Just they are cool. Radio control.
This one's from that TV show called The A-Team. It was very popular. It was very popular for all the kids out there. Mr. T was in it, and he drove the van. And then they used to get to the side door. Now you can't actually drive this van because it's too small, but you can with a remote control. Now, this one works with this control. Let's get this right. Without an aerial, bizarrely works with both of them. No. However, I also have another one which for the General Lee, which only works on the General Lee sometimes. So there you have it. That's your lot. I mean, I know I've sold, like, they did like nice vintage A-team vans, didn't they?
Ertl done Mezco done, not Mezco, what am I on about? Oh, I'm trying to think who done the Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, Mego. Why am I saying Mezco? Mego. Mego done Dukes of Hazzard, and obviously they done both of Ertl done A-team and Dukes of Hazzard vehicles, and then we had the Galoo A-team stuff as well.
They do work. Yeah, somebody's asking if they work.
They're cool. If anyone wants to buy them for me,
that goes forward. And then,
mate, I'd be making little ramps up and trying to race them. That's what I'd be doing.
They are quick, like, and you can change the speed on the back. I had to slow it down because I nearly killed the dog. Oh. So there you go. I don't know what they're worth. I don't know. That's why I put them in at the beginning, because I was like, well, I'm fairly sure. See, that one gets a bit sticky, that one does. But they both work. So, has anybody to add to that? Really, I don't know what to add.
What
Really.
do you want us to add? Like, they're from two great TV shows, produced by. He produced both of them, the same producer, and he also done Battlestar, but I can't think of his bloody name.
Can you put that in the comments? If anybody knows the producer of both the A-Team and the Dukes of Hazzard, can you put in the comments so we can act like they can be our researchers?
What do you want to say? I mean, the Dukes of Hazzard never used car doors. Those
no,
doors
they went through the windows, didn't they?
Fresh. They always went through the windows.
Which is weird. That's why I was like, oh, the windows are down. I was like, oh.
They're nice size as well, aren't they? They're not exactly. They're quite.
They've been nice 3-inch scale figures, you know, put behind. Even the light, come on.
As well.
About the light.
Oh, very nice.
What would be great is if they had the theme tune like as a little button on there, but I don't think it does. I was saying it'd be great if it did.
Oh no! Wouldn't it be good if I pressed that now and it went da 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 da? No.
No.
I think they're right, though. Yeah, man, fun.
I think they're nice play items, like Vic said, for smaller figures and that as well. So
I like them. I think they're cool, and I think they'll go well with, like I say, someone's figures, even in the background. They don't have to be vintage. I mean, they've probably got a little bit of age to them. I reckon they've been around for about 10 years. Because I'm sure I've had the A-Team van. And I know someone who actually picked up that General Lee at a market I was at. I was trying to pick it up. Another guy picked it up, and he put it on his stall, and a fellow I know picked it up off of him. So, you know who you are out there if you're watching.
There you go. How's that? That's the two cars. So I have a little bid on them. That's gotta be. They gotta be worth a tenner each, aren't they? Like
more than a tenner each.
Nah, they're worth more than that. They're worth more than that. They're worth more than that.
Look, if I had them on my stall, there'd be a minimum of £30 each working like that.
Yeah, exactly. Both working. Obviously, it's a big thing.
Got issues. I'll do £50 on a bundle. Come on, let's have a deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. £50 on a bundle.
Mate, they're good pieces, and
I got to
I'm sure in 80 years it's going to be harder to come by Dukes of Hazzard stuff if you like Dukes of Hazzard. I'm not going to get into it. I'm just saying. Like,
I got to tell everybody at home, sitting in their living rooms, a story about. I get a message from Vic saying, "Do you want to come to this place I'm going to next week? I'm going with Tom Pizarro." This is after deepest, darkest lockdown, right? This is one of my first trips out. And I went out, and I met Tom, and we met Vic and Cool, had a cup of coffee, whatever. And then we went to one of the places where Vic goes and collects stuff, and he gets amazing. I've seen him get swords and guns and amazing old books and toys and everything. It was a very much culture shock after lockdown. But we did it in me, Tom. It was a great day. We had a real good laugh, right? Real good laugh. And after lockdown, I remember that day really made me chuckle because I hadn't laughed that much for a while. Do you know what I mean? Like with people and all that. Anyway, there you go. How we doing?
Like this. It's like Mos Eisley there. It's a mixture of many cultures and thieves and thuggery. And but you can get some great stuff there. I mean, yesterday I explained to you what I saw there the other day that was very interesting, but culturally I don't want anything to do with it. And it was like chains for people, and it wasn't kinky.
So I got to jump in it. We got some Gary. God bless you, dude. It cost you a fortune to ship this to Australia, to America, but. Farpoint toys were on earlier. I reckon if you go to Farpoint, they'll have something quite similar and be able to do a wicked deal if you want to support a local dealer, or at least that side of the pond, bless it. The shipping is a nightmare.
Yeah, shipping to the States.
Yeah, it is.
40, 50 quid.
Like they are, I was saying, they like
weigh a bit.
Yeah. So God bless you.
I'm scared to ship internationally now, unless it's through the global shipping program. I had a nightmare because they had the International Royal Mail strike, didn't they, about 6 weeks ago? And I sold a Battle Beast lunchbox, and it was only going to Sweden. It took 2 months to get there. I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to post abroad anymore. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, for me, it was that point, and I think Vic will say the same, where they hadn't quite said, don't send it. But they were still accepting it, and it was just sitting somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, after a couple of weeks, we realised, okay, we don't even put it in a post, and we say, we wait. But there was a point there where you kind of merrily still going down the post office, filling in your little customs form, giving over your 15 quid to very much, them taking it. And anyway, don't stop me. I hope everybody's all right out there this evening. They're all bidding. We've still got some turtles coming up, which is next, which is Vic's lot. There we got a Snout Spout, and we've got some to match. You can get a Snout Spout, and we've got some amazing Master Universe merchandise as well. Which, here he is. I haven't seen him for a while. God bless him. Here he is.
Hey!
Hey!
I hope you are well. God bless you, Mr. Lawrence. We lost a lot of regular customers in the US because of shipping costs having gone up. Yeah, man. Definitely. I think
shipping's gone up horrendously in America itself, like state to state.
Yeah.
So when we ship it, it's crazy. But back to the A-team and Dukes of Hazzard. Come on, guys. How are we doing? We nearly there?
Yeah, we're still doing the 8-team. Sorry, Vic. I was getting I told a comment there. We're still doing the 8-team and the Dukes of Hazzard van. Yes. Sorry to confuse you. That's because I'm off talking tangents about all sorts of nonsense.
Beat. Keep beating.
Listen to Pizarro. Don't listen to me.
Like I say, if I had it, I'll be building ramps and racing them. That's what chasing. Like you said, chase the dog with it.
I'll just do it one last time.
Do you know who made them? Do you know who made them? Just, look, calm down.
Right, it's a 1983-1984 GMC panel van used under license. The 18 designs and visual representations of trademarks of Stephen J. Somebody, used under license. Hitari Limited.
Hitari.
So like Atari, but Hitari.
No, Hitari with a H.
Yeah.
Yeah. They done the Knight Rider car as well. That's a good brand.
I think so. I don't think they crap. They're not like they're not like completely crap.
They're
Japanese,
like, mate. They're a good brand. They're not your 2 bob Shenzhen.
If it's Japanese, it's got to be good.
Right. Let's just put it like this, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna have to be quick because these cars are going to be gone.
Joke of the day there, Johnny.
Yes, not separately, ladies and gentlemen. So there's a lot of questions on these ones. 2 seconds, gentlemen. They are together. They are one lot. You can race them. You can race Dukes against 18. This is what I'm saying. Together, not singly. Together, 2 remotes, 2 cars, banging. You'll need 2 parking spaces, like all of it. Right. Where was I? So, Tom, when you go to Japan, how long are you staying for? Like, I'm just nosy, really, and the reason we got you on here was to talk about the Japan. So, and seeing these cars from Japan, it makes sense.
2 weeks we're going for. Probably not enough though. I probably need 2 years out there, but I'll take 2 weeks at the minute. Where
are you staying?
Tokyo. So Shinjuku. Yeah. So obviously first time there. I don't know why it's taken so long, but obviously already plans to go back and do other parts of the country. So Osaka and Kyoto and other places, but Tokyo to start with. Obviously it makes sense to go to the biggest tourist place first and hit all the toy shops, buy loads of Godzillas and Ultramans and everything else, and we're going Disney obviously as well. I've got the tickets to go Disney. We're going to go Disney while we're there, so
that's cool. Not many people do that, like, because most people think, oh well, I'll go to Disney the other way.
No, we're actually doing Disney in the first few days we're there. So, I'm buzzing about it, to be honest with you. I said I wanted to do it. To be honest, we was meant to do it the year of COVID, but obviously everything went a bit pear-shaped. Japan have only just reopened in November. They're like one of the last countries to reopen. So it's taken but maybe I probably should have gone a decade ago, but the time's right. I said I wanted to go before I turned 40, and I turned 40 in September, so it's good timing.
I think you're going to have a wicked time. And I swear, like, just don't snort any sake, is it? That green stuff. I did that once. That was real bad, Vic. That was real bad. I was crying in this restaurant. I was real stupid, I was ill. Man, are we there? Yeah. Oh, wicked. Sold. Boom.
Beautiful.
35 quid. Goes to Rob. Well done, Rob.
Nice.
Well done,
Very
Rob.
Nice.
That is good.
Well done, Mr. Rob. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting for this. This is, let's be honest, the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, he is sporting a one-of-a-kind Monkeys Emporium hat, which I haven't even bloody got. Ladies and gentlemen, he's on big screen. Here's the one and only Mr. Vic.
It's Tom. Hello, guys. Yeah, got a Turtles lot for you. Where to start? We might as well start with the leader. We've got a Leo there.
I love it.
Original 1988. He's got chewed blades on his swords, I'm afraid. He's not mint. But he stands. He's in quite nice nick. He's not a soft head. But he is the leader of the Turtles.
You gotta love chewed weapons, haven't you?
You have. It's a mark.
It means
I mean, how many times they reissue these? At least you know, you know it's real. We got Donnie. There you go. He's got a bow, and then he's got one of these I don't know what it's called.
What is that called? That is called. What do they call them? I do know it.
Do you? Well, let us know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. That's some sort of manual labour tool, I would have thought.
They all come with them, didn't they, in the original?
Yeah, they come with a weapons rack. I'm not wrong with it being a manual labour tool. I mean, I don't want to bore people about the origins of ninjutsu, but they did use farming tools originally because they were small. So yeah, that's probably to cut corn or something. I don't know. But he's got his bow staff, which is the main thing, and he's in quite nice nick. There's a little bit of paint wear to the back of the bandana, but nothing much. Stands, he's all right. He's got his belt. We've got Mikey, original as well. Got another nunchuck at the back.
Ah, both nunchucks as well, man.
So
you couldn't play that photograph. That's cool.
Paint's quite nice. Can't see much mark. I mean, maybe on the knee pad there's a tiny bit. They're not mint by any means. They are in play condition, but then it's a nice set of all four. Last but not least, my favourite Raf. Someone pointed out to me, you've got the wrong belt on him. I do apologise. He's got the red bit on the belt.
Yeah,
but he's got both sides.
Those sides of the bit though.
Both sides.
Well, they've all got their weapons. All of them have got their weapons, haven't they? So
yeah. They've got their original weapons. So they'd make a nice display piece for someone. Someone who might have bought a turtle van at B&M.
Yeah.
I've actually got the reissues behind me here. The four carded reissues.
I mean, as a kid, I always liked the fact that they were all different tones of green.
Yeah.
So,
different shades because everybody is.
Yeah. Then we've got Master Splinter missing his kimono.
But
he hasn't got his stick. Sorry, I thought I had his stick around. I've been trying to find my turtle spares box because I'm sure I've got a stick for him. But he has got a dagger, push dagger, and his bow, and he's got his belt. So yeah, there's your Splinter. I'm also putting in a vintage Teenage Hero magic painting book.
I love this one.
Where you just have to add water and the colours come out. All the classic poses. So it's unused, like the shredder at the back.
I used to love them. I wasn't very good at staying in the lines. They were great, man. Just slop of water on, done.
For your morning tea, this is the usual mug that I see. I usually see the other mug. This one, I mean, it's a Kennington one.
Yeah.
What's interesting is they've had the weapons taken away because it's Hero, so it's of the age. You've got Raf with no size. So you got Mikey with no nunchucks and Raf with no size.
I love them.
Says Cowabunga on the side there. Watch out, dudes. The turtles are here. That's what Mikey's saying. And watch out, dude. The turtles are here. That's what Raf's saying. They're just repeating each other. But yeah, for your coffee in the morning. Came with an Easter egg, I assume, because it's Kennington. But yeah, getting that.
I think
it wasn't on the picture, but I'm throwing that in. I found that in between. It's a Hero one again. Anyone out there who identifies as age 8, they can wear this button badge and prove it. Last but not least, the piece of the resistance with the pack, which I like the most, because we've all seen turtle figures before. You might have seen the painting book, you might have seen the mug, but did you see the picture disc single of Turtle Power? We're going to take it out. It's in a protective. I mean, Tom knows more about vinyl than me. I picked it up.
I've never seen that before, to be fair.
Yeah. So you got on there Turtle Power and Splinter's Tail, and then what's really cool is there's like you can do artwork on the back.
I think that's genuinely worth money. Right? Normally, let me just come back on a minute. Right?
What's strange is the shape of the record. Look, I'll show you guys. Because obviously it's a picture.
That's the point. It's the shape of the record. Yeah, man.
Oh well, I've never seen that before. To be fair,
I think that's worth money. Because I can't find. I'm just looking now. The caps, the figures.
Nice.
We can do the cap. We can work out the vinyl. I had a look in a week. Let me see if I can find this listing again.
And then on the back, you've just got the track. Turtle Power, Splinter's Tail 1 and 2. Yeah, it's cool. 1990, obviously for the movie.
Very nice for a Turtles collector.
It's a nice protective case. So you've got it. I've got it in the plastic like that, and then I've got it in the plastic like this, and then I've got it in another plastic case like that. So
right,
it's protected. There's no scratches. It looks like it's never been used, to be honest.
One sold a while ago, but there ain't one on eBay. There ain't one sold on eBay. There ain't one listed on eBay at the moment, which tells you like they sell, and when they do come up, they don't last long. Like, do you know what I mean? They don't sit there.
That's a nice piece. Even if you don't have a record player, like to have as an art piece.
With everything we sell on you, it's funny, isn't it?
Nice in a pack, and then I'm going to put it in another pack. Like I say, it's triple protected, and I'll make sure when I ship it, it's all nicely wrapped up.
That look nice in the frame.
Yeah, Tom, you got it. You know it. You know exactly. Frame it up nice. Spend a bit of money on framing that. That's a cracker. I love him drawings. That's a good lot. Let me put. Sorry, we've banged on about the record. There's other stuff as well. So let me put.
Yeah. Well,
share screen.
No weapons. We're not allowed to think we've got weapons. All right. 49p this was back in the day.
Hang on a minute, Vic. Sorry for interrupting now. Can we just remind you at home that the auctioneers just told me as well, we've got a couple of people watching on YouTube. We've got a couple of people watching on Facebook. So please bear that in mind. If you see the bids jump up, it's not us taking a mickey. It's somebody over on Facebook or YouTube that you can't see bidding. So it's cool. God bless you. We'd never cheat anybody or do anything dishonest. Go. Sorry, Vic.
That's all right. No, I was just going through it again, showing the people the pictures inside that they could.
Right.
Nice.
Here we go. Anne. Book. The book is £4 to £8. The figures. Let's just go. I'm going cheap with this, right? I'm going super cheap and quick, right? Each of those figures are £8. 20. Dude, you're on 30 odd quid before the vinyl.
I think a little bit more than that, to be.
Maybe, yeah, man.
Yeah, I think you're being generous.
And I always am, and I try to be. I think that's a great little lot, that is. When you said it's during the week, I was like, that's a good lot.
I've got a funny story about the original 4 Turtles.
Coming in.
They were the catalyst to the beginning of Pizarro's pieces. So back in 2015, when obviously I was just a collector, not a seller, I had some stuff, bits and pieces from my collection that I was going to sell, but the 4 original Turtles were what I picked up. I went to a toy show. This was obviously before I knew you guys, before I knew Vic and that, and I bought the 4 Turtles, all complete at a toy show, and I doubled my money within 48 hours.
Yes.
Via Instagram, and then the rest is history. So the 4 Turtles, obviously, I mean, to be fair, Turtles growing up were quite an important toy line and cartoon for me growing up. But as what I do now as a collector and a past YouTuber, I'm not a YouTuber really that much now, but they began Pizarro's pieces 8 years ago.
You're just on a sabbatical, Tom. That's all. You're on a sabbatical, mate. You'll be back.
I'll be back with some Japan stuff for sure. I'll be back with some Japan's videos for sure.
I love it. You
don't love Turtles, man. It's such
people, right? They're bidding on the background. I don't know what the bids are at. I can't see that because I don't let myself. Well, I know they will have gone off.
What the Japanese take on Turtles is. That'd be cool to see.
Oh yeah, man.
Because obviously,
I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and a hell of a lot, to be honest with you, and Japan toy hunting videos, and I haven't really seen anything really Turtles related that much. I don't know
That's what I mean. I've never really heard much about Turtles and Japanese, because obviously Bandai would probably be the people that would produce it for Japan, but because obviously they're ninjas, I just thought maybe there's something there that we're missing, or maybe they just missed it. They got everything else. So,
bring us back. If you can get a good Godzilla and a dodgy Japanese turtle, they are two good lots for me.
If you get a dodgy Japanese turtle, but it might not be a ninja turtle, it might be Gamera. So,
right turtle.
But another franchise again that's not too popular here, but obviously Gamera's really big in Japan. So, but it's like Star Wars. Obviously, Star Wars huge in not just this country, but obviously the US Western franchise, and I don't think it's that big in Japan. It's there, and you'll see it there. You'll see all the new stuff, and you'll see Power of the Force, and even vintage will probably be expensive, but it's not like it is here. You can just tell. Yeah, you can tell it's not.
And I think you don't go in for that as well. I mean, some of the Japanese mocks, the vintage ones, are fairly valuable, but you go in for different. You go in for their culture. Do you know what I mean? I
love looking at, because obviously people know I like G.I. Joe, and I love seeing the G.I. Joe, the Takara stuff.
Oh, it's finished. It's finished. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Raph has got a bargain. It's £55.
Oh, nice one, Raph.
Nice.
Get that
Very
out
nice.
to you Tuesday, mate. Ooh. Well done. Beautiful.
There you go.
That's a great name as well for a turtle winner, Raph. Says it all.
There you go.
Right, we got this merch lot. Do you want to do the merch lot quick now, Tom? Because then I can just, whatever time you got at the end, Vic knows me. I'll just go like, Dan, you got a minute on the last one, like.
Yeah. He's talking like Snout, Spout's not a big deal. Come on, man.
It's a lovely deal, but everybody knows what that's worth, and everybody has seen that often. Whereas what Tom has got here is for me a bit more curious and needs a bit more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I would never discredit the Snout Spout. They look like an Indian god.
So we've got, how many have we got here? 1, 2, 3,
It's
4.
a blinking good lot. I got toys in the room, all of it. This is a good lot.
8 items, 8 Masters of the Universe items, all vintage bar one. I'm gonna show that one first. I say bar vintage. It's technically a vintage film, but it's on DVD. So it's the Masters of the Universe movie on DVD. So that's the first thing.
The first release with a funny sleeve. I noticed because they didn't clip.
Yeah.
It's got a nice sleeve on.
£8 to £12 that is to buy second hand.
Yeah. Vic is
I hate to bore you guys, but I sell a lot of media than toys at the minute. I'm too much media.
We've got a couple of the mini comics. The Ordeal of Many Faces and Dragon's Gift. Very
I get £5 to £8 for them all day long.
With all the figures on the back as well.
All day long. Very
nice. We have here, and to be honest with you, I don't know where I got this from, and I've never seen it since. It's from 1986. It's the Commodore 64 Masters of the Universe game, and it's made by License for Americana Software. It's just a very nice cover.
Dude,
nice. That's not the normal word.
It's an alternate cover. That's an alternate cover. That game is all right, actually. Angry Video Game did a review on that not long ago. And as soon as he did that review, that game jumped from like $2.99, $3.99. That's a tenner now, that game, to £15. Easy. And that's an alternate cover. So I'm going to have a look at that one. That was the one in the lot that if I was going to buy it, that would be why I'd buy it.
We have got next a Waddington's puzzle. These are quite common. You see these about. Unfortunately, the poster that come with it isn't there. But again, it's just the nice artwork that's on them. Everyone loves the old MOTU artwork, old mask. So
There's a bit of a sticker on that box. We know a bit of air dryer on that. That's going to come off. Melted glue, air dryer on. That's going to come off. Treat that is.
Indeed. Now this is, I believe let me just double check. Is this? I think this is a golden book. I'm not 100% sure. 1 second. Listen. Oh, it says Hasbro. Okay. It's a hardback book anyway. It's Masters Universe the Sword of Skeletor.
Isn't that funny? It says Hasbro though.
It's got Hasbro in there. Yeah, look, listen. I'm sure I picked this up in America. I don't think I've got this here. Just really cool, some really cool artwork in there.
Let's see the artwork on the cover again. That was cool. Yeah, mate. Really
so
nice.
for those that don't know, well, some of you are watching will probably know. I was a huge Masters of the Universe collector, but I've recently massively trimmed my collection. This is all from my personal collection, and I will have quite a chunk of He-Man stuff with me at the NEC in April. That's the week before I go to Japan.
So he needs to sell lots of He-Man to buy lots of Japanese toys. That's what he's saying there. So
I need to sell lots of He-Man to buy lots of Godzilla.
Yeah, and bring it back for you guys to buy. So don't haggle too much.
Yeah. This is random. This is just a random
Grayskull.
Powers of Grayskull.
Love it.
Knitting pattern.
Love
1987. This would have been towards the end of He-Man because obviously you got the dinosaurs and that in there. But again, just a nice cover. And look, if anyone wants to make a She-Ra or He-Man jumper, feel free because you can. It'll tell you how to do it. Orko and Skeletor are on there as well.
Oh, look at that.
And Cringer, aka Battle Cat. So just a random cool piece of merch. And then we've got a super colouring and activity book from World Books. Again, just lovely colours and artwork on this sort of stuff. Yeah, that's why I collected it. That's why I loved it. Just so much colour and art. Now some of this has been coloured in. This is not brand new. A lot of it's blank, but there is the odd one that's been coloured in by obviously a kid of the 80s. I'm trying to find one. There you go. Someone's done the Sorceress pretty well. So
not bad, really.
Nah, lots of blanks in there. Mostly blank though. So yeah, that's quite thick actually. There's quite a lot of pages to that. Yeah.
Right, okay.
And I've got a couple here that, funny enough, just slipped out of that hardback book. I didn't realise they were in there. So seeing if they've fallen out, I'm going to put them in with the lot. These are, and I got these about 4 or 5 years ago at a Comic-Con, and I don't know the artist, so I'm not going to say that I do because I don't. But we got like side portraits of Skeletor.
Oh, they're cool.
He-Man.
Nice.
Now these weren't part of the lot, so these are not in the picture. These just fell out of the book, so I just thought I'll just put them in. Luckily, I did open the book because, yeah, someone would have got a freebie without knowing. But, yeah, I'll throw these in anyway. So they're like postcard size, so nice frames. But I've got these off of an artist at London Comic Con about 4 or 5 years ago. So very nice. So, yeah, there's your Masters of the Universe merchandise lot.
Right. Can you go back this game a minute? I'm serious. This game's cool. So they're selling for 15 to 20 quid, right?
This one, yeah?
No, this one. This is what me and Vic are saying, and I hope everybody understands it at home, because I can only find sold or listed anywhere that version of that game. That's the cover. That's the cover I know. That's the cover we all know.
I think I've got that.
Yeah, you will have. You pick that up easy. That was $3.99 until he reviewed it, and now it's like 15 quid. That one in your hand, don't know. I think that's worth.
So normally because of the cover,
because I think it's essentially the same game. I think it's this one.
Well, unless I don't know if Commodore.
See, I remember one that was on the back bigger box. You know, like they've done the cassette boxes larger. I remember one like that, but not one in a small box with yellow like that. And I'm sure
it looks like quite a cool game.
Yeah, it's the same game, Bab. It's the yeah. This is from Lemon64, the website that does all the screenshots. So it's the same game, but that cover's different. So everybody out there, just heads up. Probably what you pay for this lot is probably worth that game, if I know the way this will go. If I'm honest.
I should have done my research, shouldn't I?
I didn't realise. You put it in a week, and I kind of glanced over it. And it wasn't until this morning when I was going back to the photographs, I went, what's that then? That is same as with Vic's record in a week. It wasn't until somebody messaged and said, is that a picture?
Yeah, you asked me a couple of times, and I was just like, what? Because I knew it was a record. I wasn't really thinking.
Let me share screen. I'm awful sorry. I got put, that game's really put me off because that's a good thing at this. I would have. See, that's the type of thing I like.
Lots of stuff, lots of goodies.
Loads of good Master Universe merch.
So yeah, if you're at the NEC on the, is it the 16th? I want to say 16th. Sunday the 16th.
Yeah, it's the 16th.
Come find me. I've got some stuff. If you're a Masters of the Universe collector.
Oh yeah. 2 seconds. I've done everything wrong there. Get that one back up. There you go. Cool. Then at the stream, sorry.
There we go.
Yeah.
That picture's better than the Star Wars picture.
Yeah, man. The Star Wars one was dodgy, but that's much clearer. So 8, 10, 30, 40, 50. That Grayskull's nice.
That's the knitting patterns.
Oh, the knitting pattern, yeah.
Lawrence going to be there in 16.
I'll see you there, Lawrence.
Be there.
I'll see you there, mate.
I like this lot, Vic. I really like this lot.
I'm not surprised.
It's always nice when you sell something you like. Like, I get it. I understand car salesman. You know, like a car salesman gets excited about selling the car, and I could never understand that. But then when we do these auctions and you see other people's lots, and I get it. Because you're selling something you enjoy. You are?
That's a really good lot, though. Like, it's all vintage.
Oh,
it's all
great lot.
It's different. When you asked me to come on, I thought I'll do something different. I think when I came on a few times before with you, especially during COVID, I was putting some real random stuff up, like random lots together. So I thought I'd try and do something, especially as obviously I knew you had Snout Spout coming on, so hopefully there's a few Masters MOTU collectors in the on the YouTube and Facebook watching.
I love it. I'm going to put you on big screen shared again with the thing one more time. Just go through it one last time for him, dude. Just feed through them and just show them all these lovely He-Man goodiness.
Let's have a look. 1 second. Oh. Getting too old for all this bending down and that. Right, we've got the Waddington's puzzle. UK puzzle. No print in it though. No poster in it. I just want to make that clear. There is no poster in it. We have got the 2 mini comics that came with the figures. Dragon's Gift and the Ordeal of Many Faces. We've got Masters of the Universe on DVD, the movie.
Love it. Like Vic said, take out the CX. They sell that for 12 quid, 15 quid. Done.
The Sword of Skeletor book, hardback book, which is a US book. This wasn't released here in the UK. It says on it. It says on the back Hasbro USA as well. So, and I brought this back from America. So this is something.
Is that one of your Toy Fair, Kinetic? Where do you go? What's the big one you go to?
Kent County, Chicago.
That's it. Chicago. That's it. Love it.
Some really nice artwork in there. It's just open another page. Starting to maybe regret this one.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? I love that book.
We've got a game, obviously, that we was just discussing.
That's the one. I'm telling you, that is sneaky, that one.
Commodore 64. Powers of Grayskull knit pattern. So whoever wins this auction, just make sure you get your nan or gran someone who can knit. Yeah. Someone can make us a jumper. Yeah.
Yeah,
someone who can knit.
I want a cringy
the
jumper.
super colouring and activity book, which is mostly unused. There's another one I've just found. There's only a couple that have actually been painted in. There's one which they haven't actually done too bad a job on that, the youngster. But the rest are pretty much unused. So
if I'd done that, she would have had a moustache.
There you go. And then the other thing that isn't in the photo are these two.
And they are really cool.
Postcard size prints that I bought a few years back at London Comic Con. Very nice. Would look nice in a frame. And obviously I'm putting them. They're going in as a
bonus.
Brucey bonus.
As a Brucey, yeah, as a Brucey bonus.
So
just looking at my Masters collection, it's so little now compared to 3-4 years ago. I mean, I know Troy was watching earlier. I don't know if he still is, but Troy was watching earlier, and I sold him. I had a sealed tub of slime from the slime pit. That was probably my last big item, one of the last big pieces I sold from my merch collection. But you both know I had just some unbelievable stuff. But
some great
you know, times change, and we know we can't take it with us, and you know what we want in our collections change, and priorities change, and obviously with Japan coming up, there's other things I'm focused on. I still have a He-Man collection. I'll turn it around if you want to put me on the big thing. I'll show you guys, but it's not like what it once was. It's one unit now. Before it was probably 3 of these, I'd say. But there's still some nice merch. I've got some nice watches in there and cassettes. I've got a lunchbox, and I've still got a lot of the figures. I've got quite a few of the original figures, bubble baths, but yeah, it's obviously a fraction. I think Vic knows. I think with all the new cartoons coming out and everything, I've kind of my collection attention has gone a bit off the Masters of the Universe. 5-6 years ago, when I was buying all this, and it wasn't as mainstream as what it was now. I mean, I can walk into Smith's now and you can buy Battle Cat, Panther, Merman, all the new ones, and I was a little bit, you know, I like things a little bit more niche, if that makes sense. I like to be sometimes a little bit not part of the mainstream, and I think Master Universe has become so mainstream because they got 2 new cartoons. One aimed at kids, one aimed at adults. She-Ra bought a new cartoon out as well. So, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it is really good for the franchise. I think it's fantastic for the franchise to keep it going. But for me personally, I will always have some Masters of the Universe stuff in my collection, and I've even got some modern stuff there. But it's just not a real focus of my collection now.
I think does that show, without being rude, Tom, you've been doing this a while, right? I'm not saying you're old, but you have been doing this a while now, right? Because you've done it with loads of stuff, and you've kind of maybe when you were younger was other things, and then you've concentrated on this toy line and whatever. I think that's the joy of it all, isn't it? That you discover something new and you go around. I can tick out off my list and go, I've owned every E-Man figure, every single piece of merch. I've done it. I got a photograph. I'm on to what's, I think that's the charm, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's definitely a good part about collecting. See, for me, again, I don't look at the money value side of things when it comes to collecting. I'll happily pay if I like it, and it's a £5, then it's a £5 and it goes on my shelf. I don't look at things as an investment or where my next pound note's coming from, because some of this stuff, me and Vic talk about all the time, some of this stuff's going to be worthless in 10-15 years. Some of this 80s stuff and 90s stuff, because it's our generation. And some franchises, we know Transformers, even Jurassic Park, because you've got the new films, Jurassic World and that. Godzilla's got new films coming out. Some of these franchises will continue, and they'll continue to grow. Star Wars obviously being one of them. But when you look at things like Visionaries and Mask and Battle Beasts.
Crusaders.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, Toxic Crusaders, Captain Planet. You know, these Bucky O'Hare, these random toy lines that they're really expensive now, or they were really expensive over the last 2 or 3 years. They will start to fizzle out. Now, my Battle Beast, I had a complete Battle Beast collection. And if I'm honest with you, I sold it and I got ridiculous money for it. In 3 or 4 years' time, I think it's probably going to be worth 2/3 of what I sold it for. Because Battle Beasts, they're big in Japan. They are, like Beast Saga and all that. It's all big in Japan.
I'm really sorry. Sold.
Is it sold?
Yes.
Yeah. Sarah. Well done.
Sarah gonna do us some jumpers.
Sarah. Sarah, yeah, you got to try and make us an all-co.
And Sue is saying, my husband wants me to knit Sarah after I finish this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles jumper. Send me one. I want one of them hats with the eyes in like that. Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done, sir. Thank you.
Tom, I love you. I think that's brilliant lot. I'm sorry I cut in on you. I could actually listen to you all day and what happened. However,
we're running behind schedule.
It's the big lot. It's the big one.
Talking of toys that cost less than £5, you know, you said, oh yeah, £5 for a toy and it go on your shelf. I bought that in a week quickly. Another Marvin. It cost me £3.33.
Oh yeah, man. That's cool, lad, isn't it? Look at that.
Is that modern? Is that new?
Yeah, new.
Yeah, I got that in the entertainer. Space Jam. £3.33.
Oh
wow.
I bought, you know how much I like Marvin, so I was just like, I've got to get it, and he's in his classic Marvin outfit, so he wasn't wearing a silly basketball jersey.
Right,
look, the big one. The big one here.
Now it's got issues. I'll be honest with you. This is purely about whether you decide to keep it in a box to display, in which case, when you bid in, please remember these cases are like 15 quid. Level weight that they are, and I've put it in a case. Or you're going to take it out. Or you're going to take them out and you are going to send that off to the graders because you are going to get a 95 graded Snout Spout, you know, because it looks beautiful. The card's stunning. It's punched. Like, the card's beautiful. But there's hardly any dog ears. But unfortunately, it's all ripped up here, look. The one side is sealed. But this side isn't. And then at the top is he's had a bit of a bash in. I don't know, well, you can see her.
Is it cracked?
I'm at, first of all,
big screen. Put yourself on big screen. And then
put yourself on big screen. I was going to say that because I'm looking like this. I can't see.
Yeah.
I like to have you on the screen. I like to have you on the screen at the same time because you make me feel better. Right, okay. So, nice card. Card's fine, right? We're all agreed the card's good, right? The bubble comes off to there. Happy. We all agreed. Top of the card. Here we go. You can see it start to rip off there.
Yeah, it's cracked.
You either display it like that or you rip it off a card. And that's your choice. There's no judgment, chaps. Play with it or grade it or whatever. Done.
I still think in the Perspex case it looks phenomenal.
I think it looks
in the Perspex case.
And it's the new, right? I'll be honest with you. I'll show you this, right? GW have got new He-Man. Well, they've had them for a while, but they make hell of a difference, the He-Man. With the Star Wars, they're not so good because tucking them in can be a bugger. But with this top lip, so you got down the side, but now they come with a top lip. They didn't before. They haven't got top lips on some of the other ones, but all the new ones do. So it means they sit really flat. Like in those cases, they do look banging. Like
no, it looks beautiful.
So there you go. And I will tell you the tragic story of that one. I can tell you exactly what happened with that one. So that damage occurred because a postman delivered it and put it in a bin. That was a mint out cardstock that I sent out that then got returned to me. and the post office have given me a little refund, so I'm cool with it. But it's more the fact that I don't even know they did it. The box was mashed, and that was all over. You know, when I always rave about the Royal Mail, but that little bit before Christmas and after Christmas, it all went mental. Like it was like a Western out there, I think, a little bit. It was. Because I think there was a couple of days where 3 different postmen came to my house, and I'm like,
yeah, well,
I don't know you. I don't know you. Presets share. Hang on, I'm doing a share quick. I'll put it on for 1 minute, and then we gotta go because, ladies and gentlemen, we have taken up enough of your time again. Because Mr. Tom has things to do.
I haven't even had dinner yet, boys. See this? I've got my priorities right.
We are honoured. We are honoured. Let me tell you, I love it. I love it.
I think it's going to be a beans on toast tonight for me, nice and simple.
So there you go. That's what you bid it for. Oh, share it, add it.
Big shout out to Milton Keynes Lego Fair next weekend, guys. So if you're in Milton Keynes area, check out the Lego Fair.
So remember, it's ripped at the bottom.
It's still. Listen, me personally, if I bought this, I'd leave it in the Perspex case.
Yeah, you just display the Perspex case.
That's what I mean. Let's be honest about it. It's up to them. Like, people do like this loose grading E-man thing. I think it's cool because I suppose if it's graded in the packet and the legs fall off, you can't get to them. At least when they grade it loose, like with all these new graded loose, they put the legs, the leg retainers in. Yeah. So at least you know they're always gonna. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Stand on this side.
It does break my heart to think I've spent a fortune on E-man stuff, and there will be a point in time where I could just basically have action figures with plastic legs floating around at the bottom. But I've accepted that. Like,
I'll be honest, there's one thing I get great joy out of is putting G.I. Joe's back together. I know it's not the same as He-Man, but I do enjoy, putting O-rings back in broken G.I. Joe's. So
yeah.
It relaxes me.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a mock, but it is in a case and it displays lovely. It's open at the bottom. Postage is $4.99. Right.
It is a mock, but it's half mock.
Oh, Tom, where are the people of the community going to see you at large, massive next? This is the NEC, yeah?
Yeah, the NEC on the 16th. I'll be there in person, and then that's it. Yeah, I'm obviously that week I'm flying out, and you won't see me for a while. And then obviously you'll see. I am going to do some videos this year. I just want to make that clear. I was
can't not go to Japan and not do videos.
I think I did 4 videos last year, which is from someone who was quite prolific on YouTube. Is pretty. I think I don't know what it was. I'm getting old and lazy.
It's not even that. It's like a Beatles say. You need new creativity all around you, and that trip to Japan now, that's going to freshen everything up for you. Dude, people forget you've been going to America for like every year for the last however many years, apart from COVID years. You've done a bit. Like, you've done a lot of videos. There's a lot of people have followed you. A lot of people have. You're allowed, like Vic said, you're allowed to take our time to go. Hang on a minute. I'm going to sit by her.
Yeah, I actually bought a new GoPro. Huh?
I said quality over quantity.
So, yeah, I bought a new GoPro in I want to say October, I think it was, and I've not really done much with it. I mean, I went to LA and I did some filming there. I mean, I've got a video that I need to edit on Frank and Sons Collectibles in California that I haven't done. And that was 6 months ago. So it kind of tells you where.
I know an Indian man you can send it to. We'll pay him a 10 or 20 to you, and then you can just put that. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone well over. Right, there you go. 150 quid, Lee Meadows. You are a gentleman and a scholar. I will wrap that up.
Wow.
I think you'll be pleased. Genuine.
Well done, Lee. Very nice.
That's brilliant.
Well done. Going on the MOTU wall.
Well done, Lee. And also commiserations to Roberto. I know he's over in Italy, and I know he will love you, Tom, because he will think that all the Mediterranean. I know you were from Spain, but the Mediterranean.
We're all brothers at the end of the day. We're all brothers.
We're all brothers. And he's saying well done. So thanks very much. God bless you. We'll come back next week. Tom is going to be back real soon after his trip in Japan. He's going to come back with auction lot. I can't wait. This is going to be real good. Next week,
thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, next week. We love you guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being in.
Keep coming. Bye.
Monkeys Emporium, the coolest vintage toy shop in